Dottie Rambo was a legendary gospel singer, songwriter, and musician whose influence on Christian music remains profound. Her life was marked by struggles, faith, and an unwavering commitment to spreading the gospel through music. She composed over 2,500 songs, many of which became classics in Southern gospel and Christian music. Early life and calling. Dottie Rambo was born Joyce Reba Luttrell on March 2, 1934, in Madisonville, Kentucky. From an early age, she showed a deep love for music and songwriting. Raised in a poor family during the Great Depression, she found solace in music and began writing songs as a child. Despite her family's economic hardships, her talent for writing Christian songs became evident. By the age of 8, Dottie had already started writing gospel songs. However, her decision to dedicate herself to gospel music came with a cost. Her father disapproved of her passion for Christian music, as he wanted her to sing secular country songs to help support the family. At just 12 years old, she made a life-changing decision. She left home with nothing but a guitar, determined to follow God's calling on her life. She began traveling and singing in churches, trusting God to provide for her needs.
Of Zion, it's hope for the lost and dying. It's a soul saving station. Yes, Lord, the tower of salvation. It's the church triumphant, O Lord, and it's built by the hand of the Lord. Talking about the church in the book of Revelation, it's a built on the rock. It's got a firm foundation. It's been through the flood and it's been through the fire. But one of these days, that church is gonna move up higher. It's the church, triumphant, O Lord, and it's built by the hand of the Lord. Play it, Patty. It's been in the storms, but the wind couldn't turn it. It's been in the fire, but the fire couldn't burn it. It was fed to the hungry lions, but the lions couldn't eat it. It's fought a lot of wars, brother, but never defeated. Well, it's the church, triumphant, O Lord, and it's built by the hand of the Lord. I'm talking about the church in the book of Revelation. It's built on the rock, brother. It's got a firm foundation. It's been through the flood, oh yes, and it's been right down through the fire. One of these days, that church is gonna move way up higher. It's the church, triumphant, O Lord, and it's built by the hand of the Lord, and it's built by the hand of the Lord.
Marriage and the Rambos. At 16, Dottie married Buck Rambo, a musician and singer who shared her love for gospel music. The couple, along with their daughter Reba Rambo, formed the gospel trio the Rambos in the 1960s. This group would go on to become one of the most influential gospel groups of the era. The Rambos became well known for their tight harmonies, heartfelt delivery, and Dottie's powerful songwriting. They toured extensively, performing in churches, concerts, and gospel conventions, bringing Southern gospel music to a broad audience. Dottie's songs resonated deeply with listeners because they were rooted in personal struggles, faith, and an intimate relationship with God. Musical legacy and impact. Dottie Rambo's songwriting became the heart and soul of her ministry. She wrote songs that were not only musically rich, but also theologically profound, speaking directly to the hearts of believers. Her songs were recorded by legendary artists such as Dolly Parton, Elvis Presley, Whitney Houston, Barbara Mandrell, Vestal Goodman, and the Gaither Vocal Band. Some of her most beloved songs include He Looked Beyond My Fault and Saw My Need. Based on Danny Boy, this song became a gospel standard, expressing God's grace and mercy. We Shall Behold Him, a powerful song about the second coming of Christ, recorded by countless artists. Behold the Lamb, a worshipful song about Jesus' sacrifice. Sheltered in the Arms of God, a song of comfort and assurance. I Go to the Rock, later popularized by Whitney Houston in The Preacher's Wife soundtrack. Her songwriting was deeply personal, often inspired by her own trials. She suffered severe health problems, including spinal issues, which caused her constant pain. Despite this, she never stopped writing and singing. Dottie's music crossed denominational lines. While she was associated with Southern gospel, her songs were embraced by Pentecostals, Baptists, and Charismatics alike. Her ability to express deep biblical truths in a poetic and emotional way made her songs timeless.
Too many miles behind me, too many trials are through, too many tears help me to remember there's too much to gain to lose. Too many sunsets lie behind the mountains. Too many rivers my tired feet have walked through. Too many treasures awaiting over yonder. There's too much to gain to lose. Turn it around, somebody. I've crossed the hot burning desert of life, struggling the right road to choose. Have you done that?
I have.
But somewhere up ahead I see cool, clear water, and defeat is one word I don't use. Never. 'Cause too many sunsets lie behind the mountain. Too many rivers my feet have walked through. Too many treasures awaiting over yonder. There's too much to gain to lose. Can y'all lead that second verse, one of you? Across.
Give me the words, I'll sing.
Across the hot burning desert.
I've crossed the hot burning desert,
Struggling the right road to choose.
struggling the right road to choose.
But somewhere up ahead,
But somewhere up ahead,
I see
cool, clear water, and there's
defeat is one word I don't use. Yeah.
'Cause there's
Too many sunsets lie behind the mountain. Too many rivers, my feet have walked through. Too many treasures are waiting over yonder. There's too much to gain. Vestal, sing that by yourself. Too many sunsets. Too many sunsets lie Dottie, we've got too much to gain to lose.
Somebody tag it for us.
There's just too much to gain to lose.
Health struggles and perseverance. Dottie Rambo endured many health struggles throughout her life. She suffered from spinal problems that led to multiple surgeries, yet she continued touring and writing music. Even when confined to a wheelchair, she remained dedicated to her ministry. Her life was marked by both great triumphs and deep suffering. She went through a painful divorce from Buck Rambo, which was emotionally devastating for her. However, she continued her ministry as a solo artist and remained committed to her faith. Tragic death. On May 11th, 2008, at the age of 74, Dottie Rambo tragically died in a bus accident while traveling to a Mother's Day concert in Missouri. The tour bus ran off the road and crashed into an embankment, killing her instantly. This was a heartbreaking loss for the gospel music world, but her legacy lives on through her music. Legacy and influence. Dottie Rambo's contributions to Christian music remain unmatched. Her legacy continues through 1. Her songs. Many of her songs are still sung in churches worldwide. 2. Artists she inspired. She influenced generations of gospel and country artists. 3. Awards and honors. She won multiple Dove Awards, Grammy Awards, and was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. 4. The Rambo family. Her daughter, Reba Rambo, continues in ministry and music. Dottie Rambo was more than a songwriter. She was a voice of encouragement, a testimony of God's sustaining grace, and a pioneer in gospel music. Her songs continue to bring hope and healing to many. Just before her final tour, she had spoken about how she was ready for heaven but still had more work to do on earth. Her passing in the bus accident was a shock to the gospel music community, but many believe she left behind a legacy that will never fade. Her resilience, faithfulness, and extraordinary talent made her a true pioneer of gospel music, and her influence will continue for generations.